everybody! It's Leif Erikson Day! Hinga-dinga-durgan!
Dear Diary, today I finally arrived home after my long journey. What a journey it was! I've always wanted to follow in my father's footsteps. After all, being the son of Eric the Red is quite a title. I explored new lands and fulfilled my dreams of being a great explorer. Today, I did more than arrive home. I discovered who I was when I returned. Years ago, I captained my first voyage. I brought a crew of 14 men to Norway on a ship with gifts for King Olaf. When I arrived in his palace, he invited me to live in his courts, and I accepted. We frequently enjoyed each other's company. One day, he spoke to me about his faith. We used to believe in the same gods. However, he converted to Christianity. After listening to him speak, I became baptized. Soon after, King Olaf sent me back to Greenland with a priest to convert my people. On the way there, one of my men heard screams for help in the dark sea below. We stopped because I was determined to help the poor men whose ship had apparently capsized. When we rescued them, they thanked me and gave me a new name, Leif the Lucky. When I returned to Greenland, I was anxious to sail again. It must have been in my blood, considering my father was a sailor. I bought Bjarne's ship in hopes of following his route. Bjarne had traveled to an unknown land several years ago. However, he never explored it. I was curious about the lands I had heard about. For several days, my crew and I traveled the sea. The journey was relatively easy. Soon, we reached land. Huge white glaciers invaded the water. A large rock stretched from the sea to the shore. I was disappointed in this new land, which seemed more like a rock than a place to live. I named it Helluland and sailed on. My crew and I sailed south. I fell asleep soon after we left Helluland. When I woke up, I saw another flat land. It had beautiful beaches, with sand so white it was blinding. Trees crowded around the edge of the beach. This land wasn't what I was searching for, though. After naming it Markland, my crew and I set sail again. We sailed southwest for 2 days. We finally arrived on an island where we could see more land from it. Because it was winter, the crew and I settled and built homes there. While we were there, we fished for salmon. The fish was delicious and satisfied my appetite many times. When the heart of winter came, we were pleasantly surprised it didn't bring frost. The cows could now graze without our help. We were also surprised that the day and the night were the same length. One day, Tirkir, a man who worked for my father and me, yelled for the group. Hearing his cries, we raced through the thick forests. We found him excitedly picking grapes and vines. Soon, spring arrived. The crew and I packed up our belongings and brought boxes of grapes and vines back to Greenland. When we left, I decided the land should be called Vinland. The journey back to Greenland seemed much shorter than the journey to the new lands. It seemed like we arrived home in minutes. On the voyage back, we rescued more sailors. Right now, we are docking our ship. It is late at night. No one is here to greet us. Slipping into the night, I looked back at Bjarne's ship, the ship that saw me through my greatest accomplishment, the ship that helped me achieve my dream, the ship I knew I would never return to because I would never have another voyage as incredible as this. Today, we know that Vinland is more prominently known as Newfoundland. It was never colonized by Leif. In fact, Leif never returned to the island after his original trip. The reason why is unknown. However, there is speculation that the Native Americans drove the Vikings away. John Cabot claimed he was the first to discover the new land because a small amount of Vikings visited the New World after Leif Erikson. Europe didn't receive the news of Leif's discovery. Therefore, Cabot unknowingly claimed he was first. Today, Newfoundland's main industries are fishing, mining, and manufacturing.